So how do I harvest and prepare this dangerous looking but beautiful prickly pear into a safe, scrumptious superfood and the occasional longhorn treat? Watch this video. Bo, kisses, kisses, kisses. Welcome to Night Ranch. Saddle up, let's ride. So this is a tuna or a prickly pear, which is a delicious superfood and actually a fruit that grows on its best friend called nopales, which is a vegetable. So you have vegetable and fruit grown on an evergreen, drought-resistant succulent. I love these things. Great duo, great team. These prickly pears are high in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. The list goes on with all the health benefits they have. You can get them, well, hopefully you can grow them, whether you live in the city, like my parents, which I got all these pads from. You can grow them. You can go to different, maybe farmers markets, or a lot of Hispanic markets also sell a lot of these variety of tunas. So it's late in the summer, it's ready to go to harvest these tunas. And so they might look intimidating when you just look at them to be like, man, can I actually put that in my mouth with all the thorns, right? But with a little prep work, you can actually safely put this in your mouth, digest it, and reap all the health benefits of this superfood. Right now I want to show you the tools I use in order to harvest these bad boys. So here's the basic tools I have in order to harvest the tunas, all that you probably already have in your household. I choose not to torch the tunas, so I use these basic tools. First one, tongs. If you ever have hot dogs, you probably have one of these. So these are great to grab the tunas. Also to cut it, obviously, right? A paring knife, small but dangerous, sharp knife in order to cut the tunas. You have a scrubber that you probably have if you have a kitchen, if you have a sink, well, it's probably under your kitchen sink. A nice scrubber that has a kind of hard, stiff brush. Glasses, when you're scraping the thorns, they might get everywhere. I prefer not to have them in my eyeballs, so glasses are a nice thing to have. This, probably the most important tool, tweezers, just in case they get in you. This right here is actually like a little carpet pad. You could use carpet, kind of a rougher carpet. This is actually what, if you have a putting green inside, you know, this is actually a little putting green, little rug. And I'll show you how I use that as well. A little bag to put in the de-thorn tunas, box to put in the tunas that you get right from the pads that need to be de-thorned, and gloves. These, man, I have researched so much about gloves. These actually are Kevlar gloves that I got for really cheap at our Army surplus store. But you can go to like a law enforcement store online or a uniform store, maybe in your neighborhood, and get puncture or cut resistant gloves. I think they are the best. I've tried so many different leathers and all that. These are by far the best type of gloves in my experience. So those are my basic tools I use. So let's go ahead and start harvesting. So these are ready to harvest. These are my burgundy color tunas with no more green left. They're telling me they are ready to harvest. Another way I could tell they're ready to harvest is if they split. They have different splits like this one I already picked. And you want to pick them ASAP or else the ants will get in those splits and chew all of your superfood from the inside out, leaving you nothing to enjoy. So these are ready to go. All you're gonna do is really easy. You use these tongs, hot dog tongs, or if you have Kevlar gloves, good gloves, you could actually just grab it and twist it. You could twist it. While you're twisting, get your paring knife, do a clean, flush cut. Just like that, flush cut. Put them in your bucket. Grab again, not fully like this, nice soft downward motion, grabbing the tuna, do a little twist, bam, ready to go. Okay, so we just harvested the tunas. I got a bucket full that need to be prepared now. And we got some beautiful tunas here. This one actually has a split. I waited too long to harvest this one. Still is all ready to go. Actually, this bowl right here, I fill with water. The ones that ants have started to come inside the tuna, I put them in a bucket full of water to clear that out. And actually these have so much meat in them. So I'll probably cut this in half and eat probably actually 90% of the tuna is still good. But these are all ready to go. So again, this is from the Nopales pad right here that we cut off flush with the Nopales pad. This is where that flower about a month ago, that was a really nice flower, that's where that grows. A lot of spikes grow on that end. There's a lot of heavy spikes that grow right here. So be careful on this end. And also where the spikes come from are these brown spots. You can see, I guess, this one a lot more clear. These brown spots are where these teeny little thorns that will not feel so good if they get into you. So we want to clear these brown spots off. So grab your tongs and grab that tuna that's trying to run away. Each side on the carpet, the rough carpet, remember, you're just trying to scrape as much of those brown spots off. Then put it on the side, both ends. You want to go every way, trying to confuse those spines to get off. Flip it over, going off. Okay, real quick that. And then a lot of those brown spots you could see are already off. So I'm just gonna go with the stiff bristle brush and get any remaining brown spots off. Okay, this one is really food ready. Let's get an orange one. Again, if you don't have Kevlar gloves, make sure and get it with the tongs, right? So, rub it on each side, getting those brown spots off, getting all the spikes. Okay, and going with your brush. See those brown spots? No, you don't. There we go. That's ready. Hand ready. And how I like eating these, if I'm doing it raw, is I like cutting the flower end right here and just cutting like that, getting that, make one line down the middle, getting that flesh off, cutting that in, just working that. And it really just peels off. This one is such a juicy one. That's ready to go right there. Incredible, incredible taste. A lot of the ones taste like a watermelon, like raspberry kind of fruit. So you got seeds, a lot of seeds in here. You just spit these out, but a lot of people do swallow the seeds. Don't chew the seeds. They're not like a grape seed or something like that. Also, another way I prepare these is I take these, like these are all ready to go, right? I put them in my bag and I get a bag full, I'll put them in the freezer, and then I prepare incredible smoothies with these tunas. Hopefully I could show you a video in the future of how I prepare these healthy smoothies that have no need for added sugar. So if you have any other questions about the tunas, prickly pears, and Nopales, some of the other succulents that I might have, make sure and comment below. And if you haven't already, if you would be so kind, share and subscribe. Till next time. Well, thanks for joining me on the ride. United Ranch out. Hip, hip, hip.